Are you one person who struggles to control your emotions, or you are one person who kind of having this experience of just erupting out of the blue, or you are wondering, is there something more I can do about my anger? Then this episode number 69 or day 69 is perfect for you. I am Master Coach A. Thank you for joining me for our 100 Days Life Coaching Toolkit Mastery. And tonight, or I would say at this very hour, almost close to 12 midnight, if you're coming from the Philippines, I'd like to welcome everyone joining me as we talk about anger. Okay. So tonight, I'm going to be diving into this metaphor of a volcano that many of us or many of our clients suffer when they struggle with anger management. So if you are one person and you're saying, I am connecting, I have experience managing my emotions in a not so good manner, please let me know in the comment and give me a hashtag me. So welcome, Coach Arvid. Okay, our first honor, always on the go. Okay, Coach Lynn, I can see you, Coach Candy, Coach Nords. Okay, Coach Sean, you're here. Okay, if you are one person, okay, apart from a volcano. Okay, right now, if you are one person, if you have experienced already being angry, okay, so have you experienced being angry in your life? Put in the chat box, put in the comment, what is one item, what is one thing that you could associate with anger? Okay, if it's not volcano, what would it be? Okay, how would your anger look like to other people? Okay, so tonight we're gonna dive into the volcano feelings, okay, as a metaphor to how your anger goes out of the blue or boom, okay, that feeling, okay. How many of you can connect? Now, here's the thing. Feelings volcano or the eruption that happens is not the entire story, okay. There is actually something that's building beneath. Okay, so there's something beneath the surface that many of the people who struggle about anger is not able to see, not able to manage, not able to control. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Okay, that's I'm going to be diving in. So take some time right now, take a moment, download the toolkit, see if you can relate with this image of a volcano. There are 5 steps in the volcano eruption, okay, that normally happens. And I want to dive into each of that and expound it so that you get to understand how to help your clients who probably struggling with anger, or if you are the practitioner, if you are a coaching practitioner, you are a coach, you are a business owner, you are a mentor, you are one person who's helping someone go through the process of anger management, and you yourself is struggling with anger management, then tonight toolkit is perfect for you. Now, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. This is still part of our 100 days life coaching toolkit masteries challenge, where I'm going to be completing 100 toolkits. So you are joining me now, crossing borders on day 69. And there's a toolkit you can find in the link that you can download for free, and you can use for your profession, you can use for your personal use, or you can use it for your client. You can snag it right now for free. But remember, this is going to be for a limited time offer only. That's why right now, right here, I'd like you to download the toolkit. And if you already have downloaded the toolkit, please let me know in the comment, how do you find the toolkit? Okay. So I'm looking at the lava. Okay. So Coach Lynn said, I remember the lava song. Okay. So uh can you put some notes in there, Coach Lynn? What specific notes, what specific part of the song can you remember? Okay. So Master Coach Jasmine, hello. And you said fueled by happy thoughts. Okay. The toolkit is fueled by happy thoughts. If you notice the first part, the cover, okay, it says there, okay, how many of you have it? Fueled by happy thoughts. Now, to begin with, okay, how many of you here have seen a volcano? Not erupting. How many of you have seen the volcano? The Mayon volcano, the Taal volcano. Okay. If you're coming from the Philippines, there's a lot of volcano in our country. And the mere sight of volcano, how many of you would agree with me? It's mesmerizing. Okay. It's enchanting. It's inviting. It's inspiring. Okay. We live very close to to Tagaytay, and of course, it's not really Taal on the backdrop. But how many of you would have those moments when you want to park on this on the road and you want to take a picture with the background of the volcano? Okay, so one of the things that Taal offers is you having an opportunity to ride to take on the horseback riding and go to that space, okay, and that trail and get to the volcano. And along Tagaytay, there are many restaurants that would offer you the opportunity to have the sight of the volcano on the background when you take pictures. So take a moment, okay? Take a moment and let's just be like honest about it, isn't it? Volcanoes give us happy thoughts, happy emotions. Think about it, okay? So if you're not angry, okay, if there's nothing in you, okay, the volcano is soothing to look. It's great, okay, unless there's lava in it. The volcano site, it is, okay? You love it, okay? When we visit Bicol. Okay, we want the site of the volcano. I remember when we were there, Coach Sean, okay, would make time, okay, make time, bring us the space where we can really have a good sight of Mayon volcano. So it's a happy thoughts, it's a happy feelings. But what we don't get to see is that within each of this volcano are gonna be lava. Okay, the forming of the lava that hopefully, prayerfully, will not erupt one day. And it's just like that, okay? Like in our lives, when people look at us, when people sees us, isn't it? There is a refreshing. You know, how many of you would agree with me? There are people who are happy to see you. There are people who are excited to meet you. There are people who are excited to have a conversations with you. Isn't it true? Okay. And you are one person, even if just one, I believe there is at least one person who is happy, excited to have a moment with you. Yes, Coach Sean. Okay, the time for the road trip. Okay, I'm excited for that. Yes, Coach Janet, you're here. Yeah. So it's just like each and every one of us, each and every person is like a beautiful volcano. And when these people we love, people we who knows us, people who loves us, they look at us as with happy thoughts, with happy, I you know it's not a bad thing at all. But unfortunately, not a lot of people understand that how however beautiful, engaging, smiling we could be on the outside, there could be some lava forming in the inside. How many of you can connect? How many of you can say, raise your hand in there? Yes, now I think this is something happening inside of me. And sometimes people will just, get off their feet because they don't know that something is happening inside of you. So now let's go to the toolkit. Okay. Now, I want you to understand, okay, before I go to the toolkit, okay, that yes, we can talk about emotional regulations, emotional responses, and that, okay, emotional regulations systems bridge the gap between our traumatic experiences, our present state, and we can create and navigate through a roadmap. We just came from a trauma masterclass where I teach about it. But I want you to understand that to begin with, okay, as simple as the toolkit that you are holding right now, there are things that we can do to protect ourselves from exploding. Now, if you take a look at the site, stages, you can see that at the bottom, at the beginning, you are calm. And you, after that, starts feeling stressed. So how many of you can connect with me? Okay. And then from being stressed, you start feeling uncomfortable. From being uncomfortable, you start feeling the I am crossed. Okay. So now I want you to understand this and I want you to give me your thoughts, give me your comments. Okay. Isn't it true that from you being calm, you being stressed, you being uncomfortable, you having all this not so good feelings don't happen instantly. Okay. It is just like the lava that builds up inside of you. So it doesn't happen, it won't happen overnight. Okay. It happens one step at a time. Okay. It's boiling inside of you. Now, the reason why you reach the anger point and you erupt like a volcano is because in every step of the way, you don't do anything. Now, if you are dealing with a client, how many of you would agree with me that your client will just burst out of, get out of proportion, respond out of proportion? Is because it's one incident, one activity, one happening, okay, one scenario that they just let go. They don't pay attention, they shrug their shoulder, and they think they can just move with it. And then without really being intentional, without being mindful, slowly this thing starts to aggravate, to level up. How many of you saying yes to that? How many of you is saying connecting? How many of you saying yes? This is true. Now, if you are joining me for the first time, okay, consider looking back into our previous episode. So there is playlist for episode 1 to 65. This episode 66 to 69, you can find this in the live of YouTube. But episodes 1 to 65 are recorded videos and you can go back to it. I encourage you to look back and still get the toolkits, snag it for free, use it for your clients because one toolkit can save a life. And how many of you would agree with me that if you can help somebody not just regulate, okay, not just regulate their emotions, but to understand the stages of the build up of their anger, and if we can help them do something about this season, this time, this moments that the build up of anger is happening, how many of you would agree with me that there's so much help we can offer to a person? Okay, one toolkit can save life. Now, let me know in the chat box. Okay, what are the things that mark in your personal experience? What are the things that mark each of the stages? Like for example, okay, so here am I now. As I share these questions with you, I want you to be mindful. If you are a coaching practitioner, okay, I want you to listen carefully and find yourself, okay, in a position of me, okay, me now coaching you, me sharing these questions with you, and now you asking your clients this kind of questions. Now, one of the things you can help your client manage their emotions is to go through this toolkit, help them process the toolkit. And one of the safest way to manage or help them manage their emotions and process this toolkit is this. Okay, help your client identify what are the marks. What can they identify as marks? Okay, landmarks, demarcation lines of each of the stages. For example, okay, how would you know? Okay, so you can ask your client, how would you know? In this case, I'm asking you, how would you know that you are calm? How does it look like? How does it feel? How does it smell? How does it taste to say, I'm calm or you're calm? Okay. How do you know for sure, without shadow of doubt, that you are calm or you are in a level or you are in a state of calm? What is calmness to you? What does it, how does it look like? How does it feel? So when you allow your client, okay, to navigate through this state of calmness, what would happen is your client, if they reach that point of anger, hopefully and prayerfully not, but if they keep reaching the point of anger in their brain, when they're able to identify what calmness looks like, they will identify, they will immediately remember, okay, at that point of anger, okay, when the tension starts to survive, to subside, their brain will start to remember, hey, it's beautiful to be back in a space, in a level of calmness. So, what is your picture of calmness? Okay, show, drive it out. Okay, so drive it out from your system. Okay, I ask your brain, show it to me. Okay, what is a picture of calmness? What is a picture of calmness to you? Okay, please, not sleeping, not sleeping. What is, how do you know you're calm? Okay. So how do you know that you are calm? And to follow suit with that, how do you know? Okay. So me driving is calm. Okay. Really? Okay. Good. How do you know you're stressed or you're starting to feel stressed? How do you know that something is changing in your body? Something is changing in your emotion. How do you know that something is starting to feel not right? How do you know that something is already boiling inside of you? Please share it in the comment. Don't forget to share the link. Okay. Um, this link to someone who do you know is helping other people manage their emotions, or maybe a person whom you know is managing their emotions and need to have a mental picture of how their emotion escalate and level up from level 1 to level 5. Okay. So how does it look like when you feel uncomfortable, that feeling of cross, I am crossed. Okay. Well, how does it look like? How does it feel that you're feeling already, I'm crossed? Okay. So when you're able to identify this, when you're able to navigate, you will have a mental picture, okay, of the, when you have this metaphor, mental picture of a volcano, it actually invites you, okay, to respect your emotions, to respect how you feel. Okay. And to respect means when these are happening, when things starts to shift, when things starts to happen, and you respect your emotion, you will be mindful to stop. You will be mindful to really look into what is my emotions telling me? What is it that I'm feeling? How am I feeling this? Where, what parts of my body do I feel tense? What part of my body is now aching because of the shift in emotion from a state of relaxed calmness to a state of being stressed, to the point of being really uncomfortable with the stress? Okay, because sometimes, okay, stress is good. um Enough good stress can fuel you to act, to move, to take an activity. But there's a part, okay, there's a stage where that stress is starting to make you feel uncomfortable. Now, what is important is you have a mental picture now, okay, before the eruption happens, of what's the story. Okay, what's the story happening in your brain? What's the story happening in your body? What's the emotions telling you? Okay, respecting your emotions means you are stopping for the emotions. You are stopping for the discomfort. It means that you are not waiting for it to erupt before you have this full stop and be sorry for your responses. Okay, so how does it look like each of these stages? Now, when you're able to identify this picture, these representations, okay, the next thing that you do is ask yourself, how, okay, how do I stay calm? Now, before you can answer how can I stay calm, okay, you have to be able to identify how, you know, how it looks, okay, how each stage look like, feel like, and sounds like to you, out of or coming from the representation that you have. So it's not just like, okay, driving. Okay, Coach Sean said, okay, driving. Okay, now if it's driving, how does driving feels, look, sounds to you on your relaxed stage? Okay, because this, okay, the feel, look, thing will help you, okay? When you know how it look, how it feels, and how it sounds, these will help you now, okay, navigate through the question of how will you now start feeling calm? What can you do so that you can start feeling, looking, and sounding good? How calmness and all of these things, you will have to identify first how it feels, looks, and how it is to you, okay? So that, okay, when you work on the things that you think can make you feel calm, can make you feel at, start to relax, then you know how it feels, how it looks, or how it even sounds to you. Now, it's important that you keep practicing this back and forth. Now, if you are a practitioner and you're working with a client who have anger management issues, is important to let your client know that this is not a trial and error, but more of understanding where the body would respond at its best. Okay, where the body would be responding the most or the fastest when this anger issues is erupting. Okay, so you probably have heard people telling you, okay, when you're angry, practice breathing, okay, do the time out, express yourself calmly. But remember, if you are already on stage 5 and you are already erupting, it's going to be very challenging to tell yourself, okay, express calmly. It's not going to work. Okay, so there's a lot of ways that you can, okay, you can redirect the anger. They will tell you that, but one thing that I'd like you to understand at this moment in time as a starting point is the importance of having mental picture of every stage. Mental picture is super important, okay? Because that would allow you, okay, if you are the one using the toolkit or your clients, okay, to navigate the emotions involved, because it's hard to regulate something that you cannot truly identify, you cannot describe, or you cannot express to the point of remedy, to the point of intervention, to the point of resolving it. So normally, okay, that anger part, okay, you can only express it when you are already erupting. If the lava is there, you are already at your worst. And at that moment in time, it would be very impossible for you to make the remediation. Okay. So I'd like you to appreciate, okay, appreciate that we are all capable of having a calm state. Because to begin with, that is state or level number one. We can all operate in calmness. Even those people you say they're always mad, they're always angry, they're always agitated, they're always on a high pitch. Okay. Trust me, each and every person can operate in a calm state. It is not even a choice to begin with. That is our level one. Okay. We operate on level one unless we allow the stress, unless we allow the discomfort, unless we allow this feeling of in the cross or being cross starts boiling, 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 and for a long time. And then we erupt like a volcano. Now, help is available. Okay. Yes, Coach Sean, it makes sense. Okay. So help is available. If you are one person and you are struggling with feelings, okay, or anger volcano, because sometimes it's not even anger. They could be other emotion that would naturally erupt in you. And you can use this toolkit, you can use this metaphor, you can use the volcano as a metaphor. But what is important is that you have a mental picture, or your client have a mental picture of all of the stages. You know how it feel, looks like, okay, and sounds like, or if you can even identify how it tastes like, that would be better. Because what we wanted to do is that we are clear where we can prevent, where we can where we can put the intervention, or where we can come for the remediation and restoration. Your mental health matters. Your mental wellness is of important. Okay, it's an important part, not just of our life, but it is an important part of the entire humanity. Okay. If we are challenged mentally, okay, imagine what are the signals we're giving to our body. A lot of people go through chronic diseases because of their mental health conditions. A lot of people are not able to achieve their full potentials because of their mental health conditions. A lot of people have broken relationships because of their mental health conditions. And one of the things that really hit you mentally is anger. Okay, anger consumes a lot of energy. Anger hinders you to build lasting relationship. When you cannot manage your anger, conflict resolution is a challenge. Okay, managing anger is an ongoing process. It's a long-term process, but it is possible. It can be done. And it begins with you understanding and accepting that you deserve a life that is fueled with happy thoughts. You are deserving of a life that is fun, joyful, inspiring. And what's inside of you, that boiling point, like a lava, can be addressed, can be helped, can be remedied if only you will say, I need help. If only you will be humble to say, I want help. And when you're able to do this, okay, whether you are a life coach, an aspiring coaching practitioner, or professional, you can help a lot of people. There's so much that anger is taking away from us. There is so much that anger is hindering us to do. There is so much that anger is doing in our relationships. And I hope that if you find yourself in a space where anger is taking so much of greatness in your life, you will raise your hand and say, I need help. I want help. I'm coming from the Philippines. I'm operating Life Coach Philippines. I offer life coaching certification classes, coaching programs, coaching services. But if you are in different parts of the globe, we can help you. We can share with you what we're doing. And if you are in the Philippines, we have a coaching hub. I invite you to come over. All I'm saying, don't just allow anger to take away from you the beauty of life. Do not allow anger to steal from you the quality of life, the quality of relationships, the quality of future that you can have even for your next generations. Help is available. If you are one person and you're saying that, put your hands up, okay? Say yes, me, or connect with me personally, 0917-630-0550, or message me, send me an email at connect at mastercoacha.com, or you can look at me at social media, or even in the comment of this video, you can send us a message, and definitely we are gonna be there to help you journey, because you is one breakthrough away when you learn how to handle that lava that boils inside of you and you're not able to control it. There are many breakthroughs in your life that is about to come, that it can come when you are calm. So this is Master Coach A. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Don't forget to share your hashtag Pack My Bag moment. Share your return of insight. Let me know how do you find the toolkit. Let me know what kind of toolkit you love to have, what kind of sessions you want me to feature. Okay, hello, Lady Jen. I can see you. Thank you for hopping in. Thank you for joining. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and sharing is caring. Care for someone. Let's say let's just save at least one person today with the toolkit that I'm sharing in this video. So thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much for your heart. And thank you so much for saying yes to life. This is us in the Philippines. This is Master Coach A. I'm saying love, bam, boom, love, bam, boom, love, bam, boom. I'll see you again tomorrow for day 7. Have a great day, rest, and I hope that these conversations and anger helps you and help the people you love. Signing off.